Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now you join me on my last ride of this bike, which you won't have seen before. It's a 2022 Triumph Street Triple 765 RS. Now I bought this bike in September last year. Plan was to make a review and so on because I traded my old white one in, but since then I got bored and I bought a new bike. But not just any bike. I bought a Triumph Street Triple 765 RS, same model as this, but it's the limited edition Moto2 bike. So what you're going to do today is join me on my last ride of this bike, and then I'll take you for my first ride on my brand new Moto2 765 RS. Anyway, the sun's out, it's a glorious day. Let's get on the road, shall we, and get riding.
This is the first time that I've actually ridden this bike since November, and it's just turned June. That's bad, isn't it? Anyway, so how did I come to own one of these bikes that I never showed you about? Well, basically, I was looking around online and I had a 2019 model Street Triple RS, which I absolutely loved. However, it didn't have a blipper on the downshifter, and I rode a mate's Aprilia V4 Tuono, which did have a blipper, and I have to say it absolutely changed my life because it was just so buttery smooth, and I thought to myself, I've got to get one of those. I then messaged Triumph and said, look, have you got any of the RSs in? Picked it up in September, rode it for, what's that, 140 miles, just less than 5 hours, and then I happened to see that they had a Moto2 Edition one. I frantically messaged the dealership, managed to get my name down. Here we are, beginning of June, on my way to pick it up. Lovely.
Alright, so I managed to make it to Laguna Triumph in Ashford. Okay, the bike rode beautifully, which is a shame because we're going to be getting rid of it. But obviously inside of the showroom is my new Triumph Street Triple 765 RS Moto2 Edition, which I cannot wait to have a look at. So this Street Triple 765 RS Moto2 bike is painted in the Triumph Racing yellow. You had two options, you had this or there was a pearlescent white. They're only making 765 in each colour. I had to go for the Triumph Racing Yellow just because it looks absolutely spot on. There's so much carbon on it. You've got full Olin suspension, Moto2 derived exhaust, the engine's been tuned. We're going to be putting that tail tidy that was on my old bike onto this one. First time apparently they've ever done it, so hopefully that works out okay. First sort of initial impressions, yeah, it feels really nice. I mean, this bike is absolutely dripping in carbon. There's carbon here, there's carbon underbelly, there's carbon front mudguard and rear hugger. Everywhere you look, there is carbon. It is just an absolute work of art. Obviously, this bike has got clip-ons compared to the standard bars that you get with the Street Triple. So instead of riding like this, you've got a more racy riding position, but it doesn't feel too aggressive. You can just tell by sitting on this thing that it is a really special piece of machinery. I just can't wait to get it out on the road for the first time and see what this Moto2 bike is like. Charlie, tell us a bit about this bike compared to the standard Street Triple 765 RS.
So this here is part of the third generation now. So they've just launched third generation Street Triple 765s. So it's come with a couple of new changes. There's new designs, new tank shapes, new radiator shapes. The RS used to be the race specification, but always had its road going limits. This one, they've just taken it one step further. It is the highest level track spec bike that Triumph now make. Full Olin suspension. It's running 130 PS. Previous models were running 123. Pretty sure it's running more than the Moto2 Daytona was. They have all the new gearbox that was in that as well though. New gen quick shifter, up and down shift assist. Lovely, lovely bit of kit.
Yeah. And obviously there's a load of carbon on the bike as well, so they've really gone to town on this thing, haven't they?
Bit more track design, but also save that bit of weight. All adds to the value of the bike though as well.
Lovely, right, there we go. So now we know a little bit more about this 765 RS Street Triple Moto2 machine. Let's get out on the road, shall we, and see what it's like.
First ride out on the Triumph Street Triple 765 RS Moto2 Edition. There we go, lovely. Well, initial impressions, I can tell you already, the riding position's a bit more sporty, pegs feel a bit higher. Obviously clip-ons give you a bit more of an aggressive riding position, but crucially it feels comfortable. Feels absolutely lovely. Let's check the old GoPros on there. Helmet's done up fine. Oh, this is nice. Oh, that blipper is a little bit different as well, the new one compared to the previous gen. So yeah, we've got to run it in for, what does it say there, 600 miles, something like that. Still actually got the blue tape on the triple clamp here. Whoops, forgot to take that off. Oh well. This is absolutely gorgeous. It feels really nice. Full Öhlins all round. Still going for the clutch because I'm just not used to having a blipper. What a lovely feeling bike on the road. Just immediate feedback through the handlebars and sort of in the tips of your fingers. Beautiful. Oh God, this feels so nice. I was so worried about it feeling a little bit uncomfortable on the road purely because of these clip-ons, but actually I tell you, Triumph, they don't half know what they're doing with things like this. So yeah, just running in this bike now, obviously circulate it up and down the gears, get used to it, get a feel for things. I love the Street Triple engine because there's just so much torque in the right places, and obviously this engine's been very heavily breathed on by Triumph with their Moto2 engineers. Suspension feels really good actually, considering we're riding over the equivalent of a teenager's face, as I think Jeremy Clarkson once put it. The feedback through the handlebars and just the entire bike is confidence inspiring, to say the least. Like, I can feel every part of the road surface. You know, this full Öhlins suspension setup compared to the shower forks before. The showers were good, but I know I'm only pootling around on a little 60 mile an hour back road. However, I can already feel the difference. It just feels so connected, and that's what you want from a bike. That's how you can base your confidence on it, is confidence in the front end, knowing where the bike's going to turn, feeling what it is like on the road. Oh, little bit of open road and just that chance to tickle it, and you can just feel that mid-range torque right there. I love a Street Triple just for the power delivery being so linear. You know, my previous one that I was riding was exactly the same, but you can feel the potential in this as well. It's just got a little bit more power. What a lovely sounding bike as well. I hate running bikes. I hate running anything in, to be fair. It's so boring, isn't it? So anyway, initial impressions. What a bike. It feels fantastic, this thing. And we're only tickling it because it just feels wonderful. Really, really nice. Exactly what you want a bike to be. Responsive, torquey, quick, all of that sort of jazz. Wrapped up in a very special package. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to know this bike a little bit better. Feels bloody lovely. Thank you so much for joining us for this video. I really hope that you've enjoyed seeing me ride my old bike, pick up my new one. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you have liked it as well. And we'll see you again next time. Take care.